Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome to more Steam Next Fest demos. A lot of the stuff that grabbed my eye this Next Fest was puzzly sort of stuff. It seems to be, listen, it's all hentai and puzzle games. And some of the hentai games are puzzle games too. And obviously some of that I can't put on this channel because monetization. So we're going to do a bunch of puzzle games here, and to help me through these, we have noted game design brain genius expert Amabel Holland. Say hello to the people, Amabel.
Hello to the people, Amabel.
See, right there, she solved the first puzzle, flawless. So you don't play a lot of puzzle games, right?
No, not really.
I thought this would be kind of interesting because, like, I am like deep in the genre. I play all kinds of puzzle games all the time because of my various, brain chemistry problems. I kind of always have to be doing something on the second monitor while I'm doing things on the first monitor. So puzzle games are a very old hat for me. I thought it would be useful to have sort of fresh eyes on some of this stuff. And speaking of fresh eyes, Amabel hasn't seen what we're doing here. I'm about to share it to her for the first time. Here is...
I'm a little apprehensive about this.
Here is this, and let's go. Welcome, y'all, to Mojito the Cat. This is the first one I have decided to pull. It's about little cubular animals. That's all I know. Okay. Congratulations, we're all caught up. Let's step in here to the gardens. This is our little cat cube here. You can unlock different appearances for the cube, it looks like. You get different stars. This is very common puzzle game stuff. There'll be like
there's a panda.
There'll be like optional objectives and stuff. Let's get in and oh, the spacebar is back in this control scheme. What a curious way to do that. All right.
Is that not normal? What do you
That's extremely not normal. Normally spacebar is forward. Spacebar is like the equivalent of the A button, you know?
You PC gamers, I don't...
Alright. So, point system. We get some points if we get the fish skeleton and go to the bowl? Question mark? The ring, whatever it is.
Okay.
We get more points if we get the fish skeleton and all the yarn. And we get the most points for doing so in the minimum number of moves. This is really, really optimized for a controller. All of the button prompts are controller based. I do not so much with the controller. I'm an adult. I'm using a keyboard. Yeah. Here's the thing about this. Are you delighted?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing about this. The control is fully digital. There is no reason that you would need a controller. It's just WASD. But there you go. I picked up all the objects and got to the thing in the minimum number of moves. That is how that works.
Okay.
Obviously, that was like the most tutorial level. Okay, sitting on the platform does not add a move. That seems fair enough. So, I'm going to tab out and turn this down just a little bit. The sound effects are a little sharper than I was expecting. This is a very standard sort of like opening. It's coming in pretty slow.
Yeah.
Cracked wood planks break after they are stepped on. I'm just gonna shoot through these early puzzles like real fast.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, the sound effects, the audio balance is terrible. The sound effects are so much louder than the nice chill music. Tilt on a rotator. Oh, I see. Okay. This is cool. Making use of their three-dimensionality.
Yeah.
And then you end with your face directly down in the food bowl. Very standard cat maneuver.
Yeah.
Step on button to activate. It does seem like am I allowed to? No, I'm not allowed to cross over the sign. It does seem like
go on the water, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I didn't even try, but yeah, I'm sure.
Cats famously love water.
Use elevators to reach heights. Truer words never spoken. The gimmick of the adorable cube character and just watching them roll around in the environment is working. It's very effective.
Yeah, I hope that picks up of that.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
It's a very slow start, like you said.
But there we go. So they're already combining things. I feel like they're getting us into the idea quickly.
Okay.
Some puzzle games, they drip feed the ideas so slowly that it takes you like 2 full worlds of puzzles before you're actually playing with all the pieces, and I find that very frustrating.
Yeah. I remember you had me try a couple different puzzle games, and there was one where oh, okay, yeah, this is neat.
I did not do this in the most efficient way already. Actually, I do have kind of a problem here.
Where's the fish?
Let me, it's right here. I was trying to figure out like how I rotate onto that, but yeah, this platform is absolutely capable of that. But look at this inefficient movement path. I took 2 extra moves.
Oh, are we gonna do it again?
We are, because I know already what I did wrong.
Okay.
I can fix it very quickly. I was not efficient with this elevator situation. There we go.
Oh.
How
No undo button?
I back? There's got to be an undo button. Okay. There's a restart button when you hit space to bring up the menu, you know, like you do in a game, how games work. How the controls for all video games have always worked.
See, I feel like if you're gonna do... Let me tell you about my favorite restart button.
Okay.
In a puzzle game. So I have played some puzzle games. Adventures of Lolo for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
That wasn't more efficient. I didn't do better. We're moving on.
Okay.
Please continue.
You press your when you cannot complete the puzzle because you've done something to make it unsolvable. You press a button and then he just dies. He has like a panic attack and dies, and that's very good. That would not work here. I feel like if the cuddly cube creature died, it'd be very sad.
But you're saying Lolo is sort of so basically reprehensible that you not only don't care but are delighted.
Yeah. It brings joy to my heart, yes.
Oh, I see what we're supposed to do here. Hold on.
Okay.
This can be more efficient because I should be riding that platform. Right, you want to go around here, grab this, and then take the platform from here. You get all this movement for free. And meanwhile, you're just laying down directly on your perpetually open eye. You know, as creatures do, as creatures of Earth famously love to do.
Yeah, that's definitely... My cat does that. It's just weird.
Just open the eye as much as possible and then balance directly on it.
Yeah.
They're such graceful creatures.
You know what I love about cats is they have this reputation, like, for grace and mystery that is completely unearned.
Yeah.
They are
We're going to the menu because I'm gonna look at the controls real quick. Okay, it says Orbit Cam is left click and drag. I thought I tried. All right. I thought I tried that. We'll see. I sure did. No, wait. Okay, it's like it has a tremendous dead zone is the thing. So it
What
doesn't...
do you mean by dead zone?
I mean, you have to click and drag it quite a distance before it like catches and realizes what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm hoping that those are toggles. I guess we're about to find out. Damn it, platform, come back here. Oh, I needed to have... Well, that was a little messy. Hold on. I'm not sure how we're going to do this because there is a real trick here with the
fish?
with the fish being on that stone. The like weird obsidian block.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have to grab it now, it feels like, but if I do grab it now, then it makes the yarn ungrabbable. Oh no, okay, it only if you go on the outside of the mechanism does it change. Okay. Well then never mind. We're good. Everything's fine. I will say I think this is a little... It keeps things... It turns blocks invisible so that you don't lose track of your character behind something. Which I totally get. But I do think it maybe keeps the blocks invisible a little too long. Like you can't see the blocks that are at the top of that elevator until you're at the top of that elevator. And I think that that's a little problematic. Amabel.
Yeah.
I think that was the whole demo.
Yep.
New friend! How a new friend? I very much like new friend as the way to express that.
Yeah. Now, can you just play through a level and see if this has an... I feel this is probably cosmetic changes, but...
Oh, for sure. But what do his little feet look like? Okay, he has like a little like Ninja Turtle shell chest thing going. That's good enough for me. That's adorable. Yeah. Okay. So that's the demo for this. My suspicion is this is a mobile game first, and they're just trying to adapt it up to PC. It's very much the feel that I get here. I like the turtle. I think the turtle's adorable. I bet a lot of the other ones are really adorable as well.
Wait, someone can play a game like this on their phone?
Probably.
Wow.
I don't know, maybe. It has a certain like
my phone can't handle this kind of graphics.
Your phone probably can handle simple Anyway, so that's the entire Mojito the Cat demo. I thought there would probably be a couple of worlds available, but it really does seem like you just get the first one. Conceptually, I think it's cool. I do think that this is just like, it's a little bit light.
Yeah.
It gives you a hint. It gives you like a soft sort of idea of the ideas of the main game, but yeah. It's got some very strange UI and control decisions, like spacebar as back, except on this screen where spacebar tries to enter the world.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't. I'm not trying to be critical of something we've just seen a demo of, but I would like more in a demo for a puzzle game. I don't know. How do you usually get more in a puzzle game demo?
Usually it's tough. Sometimes. But I'll tell you what, yeah. I usually do 15-minute episodes around here. So what we're probably going to do is just bounce straight from this into another demo, because I think a couple of these look like they're pretty small. So let's do a little puzzle game demo sampler pack. Here's some upcoming puzzle games, and we take you live to the next one already in progress now. Whoa, we've been sucked through a portal into the Plungeroo dimension. I don't know how to do transitions. Amabel,
Sweet.
are you still here? Did I lose you in the
I'm
portal?
still here.
The dangerous
No,
portal?
I'm still here.
Okay.
And I don't know. I have witnessed a large portion of your transition, and I think you've done really well.
Ah, that's funny because we're trans. It's funny because we're trans people. Okay, so this is Plungeroo. It's pinball themed. Those of you who are familiar, who have been around here for a while, know I am a pinball maniac. Terrible at it, but I do love it very much.
Did I know that?
Look at that. Some call me the wizard. Some call me a wizard, the wizard. You can call me the wizard. It's fine.
Well, there has to be a twist.
I think this is the twist. No, don't just say the lyrics. You have to do comedy with them. You have to work them into a joke or something. Kabam!
I'm not very skilled at comedy.
Boy, don't I know it. Okay, so we got to operate this button, presumably, thusly. Can I tell you, I am 1000% in on the aesthetic here. Like,
yeah.
Everything about this is joyous. How do I rotate it? Okay, click on it here before I bring it out.
Okay, yeah, no, I really like kind of the muted color scheme and like the chill music.
And there's a tactility to it. I feel like I could like pick this little machine up.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that very much.
Also, I still am trying to. I did not know you liked pinball.
Okay, when we hit the button, it's gonna drop the bottom part, right? So we gotta. That's very charming.
Yeah.
You can do
like that middle piece.
You can do a lot in a video game with just like a bit of sound and light. These people are on top of their game. So how am I doing? We're going. Amabel, help.
Okay. So
right, because it's gonna be like one of these, and then we gotta bump the thing. But these pieces don't actually, as far as I can tell, I can't mirror them. So. So is it like this? Oh, they have to be on adjacent. Okay. I thought there was a space between them.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Oh,
okay, so then it's right yes, that actually makes it really easy. I can see that then. Yeah, I thought there was a space between them so they wouldn't work in the horizontal plane. Oh, that's perfect. This is
great.
This is a delight.
Yeah.
That said, I do hope they get more challenging.
Yeah. Have you ever come across one of these puzzle video games where they just start you hard, other than Sausage Roll?
Not really. It's not very common. Okay, so these are adjacent. So it's going to be like something like this, right?
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense.
Sorry, I have to rotate it before I put it out.
Yeah, I know it's not very complicated yet, but that is really charming.
How about a spot of tea? That's like a golf. Okay.
Oh.
I was going to say, is it going to do a golf? And yes. The answer is yes, apparently. Or it's going to give you some golf vibes, at least. Hey, Amabel.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the extremely normal video game What the Golf?
No.
Okay. Just file that away for later.
I have only played one golf video game in my entire life.
And what is that?
It was a putt-putt golf game for the Philips CDI.
Wow. Wow. So I'm assuming I'm not allowed to, I'm not allowed to overlay this on the land.
Oh.
So it's going to be like this then.
Oh yeah. No, that makes sense.
You know, a dog-leg road. Like it says here. You ever just been down the dog-leg road? That's probably real terminology that's used by someone somewhere.
Yeah.
Right, I like this, where some of the pieces have terrain attached to them and some of them don't, and you have to, like... This is a good way to sort of bump up the complexity a little bit while still keeping it very small.
Yeah.
Interesting. So these actually do have space between them.
Okay. Oh, I like having to do it where the one's in the middle of the other one. That's neat.
Yeah, this is shaping up. This is the thing with puzzle games, and I think it makes puzzle game demoing really tricky. Because you never know if you're experiencing the sort of like the income of mechanics at the same rate that you're going to in the full game.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like it's a real...
Oh, that can't go there.
No?
Because the other pieces have the terrain on it, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't they have to go in the water? Or am I missing?
Yeah, the pieces with terrain on them all have to go in the water. I'm assuming that it's gonna end up being something like... You're probably right. It's gonna end up being something like this then?
Yeah.
Except we have another button.
Huh.
And this one is not movable. So it has to go through the middle. No, I'm only allowed to place one. We only have one bumper that can be placed on a tile that's already land.
Yeah.
So it's... Yeah, because like my instinct is to want to do something like that, right? But because there's a button in the middle, you can't really...
You can't do that, no. Yeah, let's...
Is this a restart button? Yeah, okay, there we go.
Okay.
This is the first one that's actually like a little bit of a thinker, which I appreciate.
So what if you did a button... I'm assuming it's okay if I suggest things.
No, absolutely not. You must watch silently. But the whole time I do need you to be staring at me with a sort of a reverent awe. Hey, what is this light bulb button? Oh, it's probably a hand button. We don't want a hand button. I was kind of hoping we could kick it into dark mode. Listen, I only use dark mode programs on my computer, and this amount of lightness is already straining my eyes terribly.
So I would try a button in that first water tile directly above the starting tile, and then a bumper.
Oh, that's smart. Okay. So something like this.
Yeah, and then another bumper, another water tile.
Oh well,
and then...
we have to enter the hole from the bottom.
Oh, okay.
So it's this, and then this thing goes here.
Okay, yeah.
There you go. Good teamwork.
Oh, cool.
This one is cool. So this is 3 tiles. Just pretty limiting as to where it can be placed.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll need to...
We don't get any open land except for the open tile that's here.
Yeah.
So... Which means that either this is here, or one of the bumpers is going to have to go onto this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I mean, it can't be here because there's no way to connect it.
I have a question while we're doing this demo.
Yeah.
What does failure look like?
What do you
If
mean?
we pull back, like what? I want to see if there's a cool animation or something. No. Okay, that sucks. I want some kind of cool. Okay. Okay, I've seen enough.
It is infinitely loaded. We can just keep sinking balls. Theoretically, you should be able to. This thing can't be that deep, right? We can see how deep the bed of the table is. Theoretically, you should be able to like. There's a puzzle game that actually works this way, where it's like a puzzle platformer with like spikes and stuff, and you're a little knight character, and lots of things in the environment can kill you. And your dead bodies remain from attempt to attempt, and the only way to solve the most of the puzzles is to build like a mountain of your corpses or a bridge of your corpses. I'm not saying that every game has to be that way, but what if every game was like that? Wouldn't it be cool? What if it's this?
Oh, I think you got it.
But what if it's that though? What if it was to be that one?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I like the discontinuous pieces. And especially I like this. A pair of bumpers where one of them is on a terrain piece and the other one isn't. That's really neat. Like my brain wants to do that, right?
Yeah.
That feels very natural. So this has to be the case, and then yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of people have different puzzle solving strategies. A lot of people effectively don't like to make a move until they've got the whole thing sort of mapped out in their brain. My mom is like this. So watching her play puzzle games, she'll just sit there and stare at it until she has it, and if she can't get it in her head, she simply won't get it. So I hope I'm not like bumming you out by just being like, well, let's just slap some stuff on the table.
No, that's how I would, especially a video game puzzle. I would just try to put things in and try things, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right, it could be something like. So this is gonna be. This is gonna be overland somewhere, which really reduces the number of places this piece could possibly be. And there's a space between these, so like.
Okay.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah. Do you want to put that other button there? Yeah.
I don't think this is what the Penrose steps are. I think that's a different thing. All suited up with no place to go. It's a hint as to the mechanics of the next. Did you know that it is illegal in the year of our Lord 2023 to make a puzzle game in which you do not feature portals somehow? They will send you to jail.
What is the Penrose steps?
I mean, you could look it up. It's that Illustrator thing, right? It's that set of steps that you can draw that would be impossible to represent as a three-dimensional object.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think either that or I'm a huge idiot. Either one really could be the case.
I don't think that could be the case.
Listen, I've been thinking with portals for decades at this point.
I like how much of the game they're giving us. That's real good.
Yeah, this is a very compelling. So what? It's going to come in here and it's going to come out there and it's going to be like. But we have to bounce this somewhere. So we're going to want. No. what I'm thinking is, you know, we bounce the ball. Let me reset the table. We bounce the ball around here so that it comes out of the top portal going right and it gets pushed down, and that's how we hit the button.
Okay.
Out of the portal to the right and then across the middle and up. But I don't know if these pieces, I guess this piece ends up here.
Okay.
Yeah, this works. The pathing works. I just needed to clear the table to see how we were going to actually lay it down with the bits we had. I like the different themes.
Yeah.
For each area as well.
And it's not overstaying, like each theme isn't overstaying its welcome, you know?
Yeah, again,
it
it's
might be
like
a demo thing instead of
it's hard to know to what extent that is actually a representation of the full game. So if we do something like this, we have it come up out of that portal and then wrap around and come down through the right portal to come down through the left portal.
And yeah, okay.
That's very satisfying. That's very satisfying to watch happen. Okay, I was going to say, oh, I'm immediately unsure how to do this, but yeah, right. The bumpers have terrain under them. Wait, does that help? It's got to be like that. And then, yeah, the terrain under them is actually extremely limiting. There are very few places you can even try. Okay, no terrain under these ones. See, that's interesting. So we definitely don't want to just roll up to hit this button and then come through the top of this. We need to exit one of these portals in a productive direction. Okay, what if from the start, we channel the ball like that?
Right. And then above that one, we have that, and then that puts it back in the portal, and then that one sends it up. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Apologies, I'm not really talking these over with you. This is a delight. I am way into this. This demo has already sold one copy here today. So, because of the limitations of this button, we're gonna have to get it by doing a loop around. Right, we can't come out of this portal going left. We won't be able to stop the ball. So we also can't go into this portal headed down. So it's got to be... It's going to use like a ton of bumpers. It's going to use like all of those. I guess this is foolishness. What am I doing? Right, and the idea is you will channel it into the top of this portal.
Right.
Yeah, because those are the only sides of the thing we actually have access to. They make really good use of restriction. I think a huge benefit of keeping all the portals or all of the tables to these very small sizes is the amount that the restriction of your available moves helps you see the thread of the solution. Because you could do nothing but like just double the size of each table, or even like 1.5 times the size of each table. And I think the puzzles would immediately get much harder just because there are so many more places you have to think of Like, does it go there?
Yeah.
This bumper is interesting.
What's interesting about it?
Everything. You know, don't you want to just like get to know it? Without this bumper, I would be inclined to try to channel something across this button and upward. So, in order to interact with this button, then, this is going to have to go adjacent to it.
Yeah.
Right, because we have to be able to form a full line across it in one dimension. So the question is whether that's an up channel or a down channel, but we know where the piece with the terrain goes.
Yeah.
What else do we know? We know that we only have 2 sides available for this portal, which means we only have 2 directions available for this portal. The ball is definitely not coming out upward. So if we do like the very simple naive thing here, we just like channel this across this way.
Yeah.
We're setting ourselves up for this thing.
Right. And then
I don't much like.
and then one right above that with the triangle facing. So that first triangle, if you rotate it, rotate it 90 degrees clockwise, and then put it immediately below that last button.
Below the last button? Okay.
And then put the next one in the space next to it, but rotated that way. Would that not?
Well, we're missing a triangle here.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, we are. Never mind.
All right. What if I? What if we shoot the ball up through here and down?
Okay.
I do wish you could rotate the pieces on the board.
Yeah.
Okay. So down through here, then down to the right. Yeah, this is totally going to work.
Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't have seen that myself.
I like that one. Put one that's actually like a little bit of a thinker right at the end. Yeah, that's really cool. So yeah, 27 levels in the demo. A couple of different themes for your pinball tables. Kind of give you an idea of what is going on here. Out of curiosity, do they say on the Steam store page? First of all, this comes out on the 27th of this month. 8 themed pinball cabinets, over 70 levels. Yeah, that one's really rad. I am way into Plungeroo. What do you think? We have time for one more.
Okay, sure.
All right, back into the portal or whatever I was saying before. Okay, and we're back here in little locked rooms, which we have arrived at in some means that is definitely not an interspatial portal, because I already have received a letter from Dave Meinstein's lawyers. They work fast.
Okay. So it's called Little Locked Rooms. I thought it was called Press Any Key. And I would think, well, this is a pretty easy puzzle game to solve. This won't last long, but
what I have done here is a hilarious reference to the television show Portal, the old G4 original G4 show Portal, for all 7 of the people who watched that.
Sweetheart.
So I'm sure they're all in my audience. Why wouldn't they be?
Sweetheart.
You remember he had a Bowie knife from from the work from EverQuest as a correspondent. It's a pretty good show, actually. Anyway,
Sweetheart,
yeah,
what's a G for?
I wouldn't. It's not worth knowing. Little locked rooms. Let's do this thing. It's like an escape room puzzle, I think. Right? You ever done an escape room?
No, have you?
No. Well, I mean, I've done a lot of video game things that are like escape rooms.
I think you would enjoy an escape room from what I hear about them. It feels like it'd be your vibe. Non-derogatory.
The way the style of this music and the way it came in as you were beginning to speak, really for a second there I was like, oh my god, is she gonna burst into song? Just accidentally constructed a really immaculate musical theater vibe there. Yeah, let's do it. I love being locked in a room. Tracks in the snow. This is outside of a little locked room. Presumably the little locked room is in that cabin.
Okay.
Let's do it. This has 1-star difficulty. The following is a true story that occurred a few years back. It was a cold winter day when an infamous thief managed to steal a jewel of remarkable value. As he made his escape, however, he made a blunder. A witness caught a glimpse of him fleeing in a red truck. The police promptly answered the call and gave chase. After a few hours of driving down the road, they found the truck they were after. Taking a peek inside, they realized the driver had already exited the vehicle. Wow, they work fast. A set of footprints went from the vehicle into a small cabin. The police naturally checked inside. But alas, the thief wasn't there either. Yet there were no traces of anyone leaving the cabin. The criminal had vanished into thin air. And that's how the mystery goes. What do you think? You can solve it, right, kiddos?
That guy needs a shave.
There are children. I was not aware that there were going to be anime children. These are both. Am I choosing a dialogue line or no? Okay, this is just where the line break is. It makes it look like a dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad, it looks easy. Give me 2 minutes. No, wait, 1 minute. This boy has strong, like, Leroy Brown energy. Encyclopedia Leroy Brown, not the other. Not bad Leroy Brown, obviously.
See, in my headcanon, they're the same.
Oh, that makes sense. Stop bragging. We've got a bad guy to catch. If we take too long, he'll get away. I'll look in the cabin. You look inside the truck, Bo. What? Sure. You heard your sister. Take a better look at the diorama. There's some important clues lying around. Okay, so I've seen games like this where they do like little escape room areas that are set up as dioramas. I've never seen one where diegetically they are a diorama that's being played with. That's actually really cool. All right, welcome to Little Locked Rooms. On this screen, you'll be able to inspect a diorama that represents the mystery. Rotate by clicking and dragging with your mouse button. Click on interesting objects to zoom in on them. At the bottom left, you'll find cards with other important information. Once you think you've cracked the case, click the bar at the bottom right to check your solution. Okay. The construction of this is extremely charming. Alright, so find out how he did it. The police found a truck stranded, a trail led into a cabin. Forensics show that the criminal went inside the cabin 30 minutes before the police arrived. I don't think that's, first of all, that's not how you spell that word generally. But secondly, I don't think that's really a job for forensics. There are no secret footprints hidden in the unmarked snow. Okay, I appreciate that. Let's have a look at this this truck. So, one of the spare tires is gone. Truck. That's fun. Sorry.
I love you.
Footprints, indeed. Tire tracks. Okay, we're gonna have to open up, I'm sure we're gonna have to open up this building to really know what's going on. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we can't. Maybe this is the whole diorama. Well, okay, so there's a tire missing from the tire carrier.
Okay.
Which means what? Which tells us what? Yeah, we can't actually interact with the cabin at all. So, Annabelle, what do you got?
Not a lot of information here.
No, it is in fact pretty information light. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit more.
He could have just left the cabin walking backwards and then grabbed a tire for some reason.
Well, grabbed a tire to make the tire tracks, right? Like, what if the man rolls... What if he walks in the tire tracks with the tire rolling behind him to just roll tire tread over his footprints back out to the road where he would no longer leave footprints?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I got it. Yeah? How about you, Sherry? Yeah, me too. I actually knew the answer from the start. I was just waiting for Bo. As if. What's the answer then, huh? He just... Hold on. Let's be organized about this, all right? This guy has like a very detective-y vibe, right? You can see his coat's half cut in the front, but it's long in the back. So it would look like a duster. If you were behind him, it would look like a trench coat kind of thing. This guy is definitely like an anime detective who is training his little precocious children to also be insufferable anime detectives.
That feels bad.
Throwing out theories to see if they stick is for amateurs. We're all real detectives here. And a real detective asks the right questions at the right moments. So let's start nice and easy from the top. Now we know for certain the thief entered the cabin, but the police didn't find him when they arrived. Now what does that mean? Did the thief really vanish? No, it's a trick. I mean, that's what you want us to figure out. Okay, that reasoning is cheating, but yeah. Duh, right? People don't just vanish. Hold on, that reasoning is part of the construction of the scenario. I think it's fair.
Yeah.
The thief was simply clever in how he left the cabin. Which leads us to our first question. How did he leave the cabin? This is the first in a series of questions the game will ask you. If you want to review the clues before answering, you can always click the arrow at the top right to momentarily go back to the investigation mode. You can also ask for hints using the button on the left. Okay, well, presumably by walking, although if he can fly, that would have been a really easy way to do it.
Yeah.
Well, he just walked out. Makes sense to me. The thing is, though, no footprints are coming out of the cabin. How do you explain that? Well, because of where he walked. These are all kind of true, but because of where he walked is the most true, I think. Yeah. Where did the thief walk over? Oh, on the tire tracks. Well, if he walked through the tire tracks... Okay, I like where your mind is at, but you're thinking too far ahead. Oh, he wants to... Yeah, he wants us to start at the... Okay. The saying the thief exited the cabin through the tire tracks doesn't immediately make sense. There's something else in between. Remember, if the thief walked out normally, we would see footprints leaving the cabin. I'd like... His little thief figure is adorable. No, there aren't any because the thief did something clever. So what is the thing the thief did to begin his escape? Yep, okay, all right. Getting too excited. How did the thief walk out of the cabin without leaving footprints behind? The answer is, he didn't. He walked on the footprints to get back to the truck. I know. It's because he went backward over his steps. Exactly, good. That's it. He masked his exit with his own footprints. Now, following that logic, where would the thief arrive by backtracking through his steps? Well, the truck, right? Correct. The footprints would lead back to the truck. So we still haven't fully explained how the escape occurred. I gotta say, this is a little like, take your hands off. I would like to just solve the puzzle.
This is interminable. I'm sorry.
Okay, you want to hear my hot take here?
Yeah.
No video game has ever been improved by adding anime narrative to it. That's what I think.
What about Guilty Gear?
I stand by what I said. Answer me this next. how did the thief manage to escape once he reached the truck? How did the thief manage to get away from the truck without leaving any traces behind? Well, I guess what they want us to do now is to identify the missing tire.
Yeah.
Because, like, because of where he escaped through is still correct, the fact that he walked in the tire tracks. But I think this is what they want. The tire carrier. Yeah, I'm gonna say tire instead of indicating the tire carrier with the missing thing. It's not exactly what I was thinking. Oh, he rode the tire like a motorcycle. That's why a tire is missing. What? No, that's dumb. He rolled it behind him. It's not dumb. You're dumb. What does rolling it behind him even mean? You can't even figure that out. Haha, don't be like that, buddy. Explain to your sister what you mean. Yo, this sucks.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Like, it sucks for me because I'm reading it out loud. What's going to happen for literally everybody who plays this is they're just going to be clicking through this at such a speed, right? To just be like, okay, yeah, we're all with it. And if that's the thing that your players are going to be doing, just don't put that shit in your game. Just go ahead and take that part out. The thief walked backward from the cabin and then hopped onto the back of the truck. And that's when he unhooked one of his spare tires. Yeah, so what I was saying. Then the next thing he did is walk through the tire tracks until he got to the road. And why are there no footprints, huh? Because, like I said, he used the tire. As he walked, he rolled it behind him, leaving only wheel tracks. Oh, okay. That's kind of boring. My idea was better.
I would like it if her idea was canonically true.
Yeah.
I would like it a little more.
Whatever. Dad, I'm right, don't I? Absolutely. Your brothers do right, Sherry. His version makes the most sense. Told you. Still, I can't deny either possibility, really. So you both get a passing mark. Yay! I agree with you. There should be something that makes her answer canonically correct. Anyway, good work, you rascals. Let's do a quick recap.
Oh, no!
After the burglary, the thief was on the run. His plan was most likely to lay low in his cabin. However, this changed when he realized the police was on his tail. That's when he thought of a little trick. He parked the truck near his cabin and walked into it. Then he got out of it by retracing his steps. Finally, he walked through the tire tracks, making sure he erased his footprints with his spare tire. After that, he was free to flee the scene, and he got what he wanted. The officers were very confused when they arrived. They ran a search party, but they focused their efforts in the wrong place. And so the thief just vanished. This time, for real. He was magic. We did it. We got an S rank. Because this game is very influenced by Japanese design philosophy where S is higher than A. That's not for the viewers, that's for Amabel. Explaining that. Oh, the thief got away because you took too long, Bo. What are you talking about? I'm the one who actually solved it. Dad says my idea still counts. But mine is better, right, Dad? Huh? Everyone wins. Come on, let's pack it up and go upstairs. I'm starving. Presumably they're going to do something with this narrative, right? It's not just narrative that's here for the sake of it. Okay, and that is the only
Oh, that is not a good... Oh, wait. No, that's locked. Okay.
Go wishlist the game. Go press the wishlist button on the game.
That is not the best showing of the game, I don't think.
I mean, I think it does a really good job of expressing both the sort of the vibe of the game and also what kind of mysteries the game is about. Because there are a lot of games like this that are very like hit an object, open the diorama, look under all the things for items and objects that give like this is much more of like an Encyclopedia Brown style puzzle actually.
Yeah.
where it's just like there's a little bit of something hidden in the logic of the scene in front of you, and it's not so much about like the hidden objects and whatever. So I do think this is an effective demo for this game. I think that unfortunately the thing that it reveals is that if I play this game, I'm going to be clicking through dialogue very quickly a lot. So that's a little bit of a bummer.
Because the thing is, and I can't believe I'm saying this, the writing in Encyclopedia Brown is good, I guess.
But you can't believe you're saying this. Do you have some kind of problem with Encyclopedia Brown?
No.
Oh, you and me are about to have words. That's what's about to happen here. I'm gonna get in my legally.
By Sally.
I'm gonna get in my legally distinct from a portal and come over there. So I think that's about an episode, though, huh? Well, thank you all for participating in the Steam Next Fest Puzzle Pit. The winner is Plungeroo. Plungeroo won this episode.
Yeah.
That game seems exceedingly rad. I don't want to sound too much like we're talking trash. I think all three of these are interesting, and I actually really appreciate the Little Locked Rooms is more of like a playing with the logic of the scene game than a playing with the physicality of the diorama, because I think once you're building the situations out as physical dioramas within your diegesis, there's probably a really strong impulse to go that way. You sort of already have all the tools to do it, but that would make it feel really similar to a lot of these like little escape room type things. So I appreciate that they're doing something different. It's just maybe not the most for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's going to be it for us for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, there are yet more demos. There are yet more things unseen in Next Fest, and I have a whole bunch of them pulled to check out. So we'll be doing some more of that, and we'll see you then.
Hooray!